Welcome inside the State Champs Network studios for another presentation of State Champs at the State Finals. This is the Indiana Football State Finals. I'm Lauren Plant. This program is powered by Lawrence Technological University in Southfield, Michigan. If you're a high school athlete with the dream of playing college sports, Lawrence Technological University wants you to recruit yourself. LTU offers over 24 varsity sports for men and women, along with several dozen world-class undergraduate programs. Athletic and academic scholarships are available in all sports, including its newest additions. Visit LTUathletics.com and recruit yourself. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare. With that out of the way, let's head to Lucas Oil Stadium.
I'm Ryan Slocum, and we start with the Class 2A final. Western Boone going for its third straight state title, taking on the Knights of Bishop Luers. The Stars driving on their opening possession. Elliott Young finds Connor Garrity in the back of the end zone for the 6-yard touch. Western Boone out to a 7-0 lead. Bishop Luers comes right back at him. A pair of juniors hooking up. It's Carson Clark getting it to Brody Glenn for the 11-yard score. That knocks it up at 7 after the opening quarter. Western Boone moves back in front in the second. Robbie Taylor working his way in from 4 yards out. They would miss the PAT, but the Stars still up 13-7. Wouldn't take long for the Knights to come right back at him. Ramon Anderson spins off the tackler and goes in for the 16-yard tutty. Bishop Luers takes the lead at 14-13. The Knights would find the paint again just 90 seconds later. Clark gets it to Krayshawn Menson, the junior doing the rest. 31 yards to the house. Bishop Luers takes a 21-13 lead at the half. Jump ahead now with 3 minutes to play in the third. It's Young with the 3-yard keeper and now trail 21-19. Moving to the final quarter, the Stars down 28-19. Not anymore. The senior Luke Marsh goes in for the 10-yard touch. Western Boone down a deuce again at 28-26. Then with under 4 minutes on the clock, Bishop Luers going for it on 4th and goal. The combo of Clark and Menson connect again, this time for the 7-yard score. Knights up 35-26. But there was no quit in the two-time defending champs. With under 2 minutes left, it's Taylor once again, his second score. Stars down 35-33. Western Boone had one final chance, and with 11 seconds left, Josiah Smith has this 38-yard field goal to put the Stars in front, and he nails it to complete the comeback. Western Boone goes on to win its third straight Class 2A state crown, 36-35, the final. Next to the 4A final, Roncalli looking to win its first state title in 4 years as they went up against Hobart, making its first trip to the finale since 1996. Roncalli gets on the board with 3 minutes to play in the first. Aiden Leffler spots Michael Gallagher in the flat. He scores from 5 yards out. They're up by 14 after the opening quarter. More from the Rebels in the second. Leffler over the middle to Cole Beckman, who stays with it and cruises in for the 50-yard touch. Rebels on a roll, now up by 21. Then with 22 seconds left in the half, Roncalli doing it again. Leffler with his 4th touchdown pass. Kyle Lockhart brings this one in to give the Rebels a 28-point lead as they go into the locker room. Roncalli not wasting any time in the third, and they're opening up the playbook on the first play of the second half. The flea flicker. Leffler with a bomb to Lockhart. He goes in for the 50-yard score. His 3 TD grabs ties a 4A state record in a title game. The Rebels going into the fourth, leading by 42. Hobart would punch it in late in the game with this 2-yard score from Tyler Turley. Ricky's down, though, 42-7. Then on the ensuing kickoff, Dominic Brown on the return for Roncalli. and he has reservations for 6. "92 yards to the crib." Roncalli rolls 49-7 is the final. It's the Rebels' first state title in 4 years and 10th overall, which is the 4th highest total in Indiana history. And on to the 6A title tilt. Center Grove returns to the final game for the second straight year, taking on Westfield, making its second appearance in 5 years and looking for its first 6A crown. Pick it up late in the first. The Mr. Football candidate Carson Steele bowls his way in for the 2-yard score. Center Grove on the board first, leading 7-0. Then on the final play of the first, Center Grove tacks on another touch. Drew Wheat takes the loaf to the paint on the jet sweep. Trojans up 2 scores after 1. Center Grove strikes again early in the second. Junior quarterback Taven Jackson on the play action. That leads to a wide open Trenton Vaith in the busted coverage. He walks 72 yards to the crib. Trojans rolling to a 21-point lead. Westfield looking to get something going before the break. Maximus Webster with, "Are you not entertained?" Maximus hits Mason Pining in stride for the 38-yard score. The Shamrocks with some life, down 28-7. But the Trojans would snatch it right back as Jackson hooks up with Vaith again, this time for the 10-yard touch, as Center Grove goes on to win its first football state title in 5 years, beating Westfield 38-14 is the final.
If you're a high school athlete with the dream of playing college sports, Lawrence Technological University wants you to recruit yourself. LTU offers over 24 varsity sports for men and women, along with several dozen world-class undergraduate programs. Athletic and academic scholarships are available in all sports, including its newest additions, competitive cheer and dance, esports, women's hockey, and men's and women's track and field. Visit LTUathletics.com and recruit yourself. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
I'm Jeremy Otto, and we go to the action from Saturday at the state finals. In the Class A game, we had South Adams go up against Covenant Christian. This game started with a bang on the first play. James Arnold heaving it deep and connecting with Aiden Warner, and the junior marches his way in for the 79-yard TD. That was the longest TD pass in any Class A final. Starfires out to a 6-0 lead. Covenant Christian looking to complete an undefeated season. Austin Frazier lofts it up to BJ Lomax, who leaps up for the 18-yard score. Warriors up by a penny, 7-6. Covenant Christian would add another score with 33 seconds to go in the opening quarter as Michael Wilson gets the handoff, slithers free down the middle, and finds the blue paint for the 27-yard score. They led 14-6 after 1. More from the Warriors in the second. Frazier going deep to Trey Flatt in stride down the sideline for the 52-yard TD. Covenant Christian rolling up 27-6 heading into the break. Midway through the third, South Adams starting its comeback. The deep balls were plenty in this game. Arnold airs it out to Drew Stutzman for 44 of his 137 yards receiving on this score. Starfires down 27-13 heading into the fourth. Check this out. Arnold threw for 480 yards and 3 touchdowns on the day. Here getting it to Trey Schock right at the goal line, who finished with 5 catches and 148 yards himself. They added another score and it's now tied at 27. The Starfires would capitalize off a Covenant Christian turnover. Here's Christian Somerset with the easy 3-yard tally. South Adams now with a 34-27 lead. But back came the Warriors with under 5 minutes to go. It's Frazier with his third passing score of the day, and this one a line drive strike to Adrian Terry from 31 yards out. 34 all now. Covenant Christian would get another just 90 seconds later. Gage Coffey gets the handoff. You just watch him refuse to go down. Bowls into one defender, drops another on this killer cut, culminating in a 34-yard TD. Warriors with the lead 41-34. South Adams wouldn't let their championship dreams go away with 2 minutes to go in the game. Arnold rolling out and calling for Shock, who races all the way to the Warrior 2-yard line. Somerset punches it in on the next play to make it 41-40. South Adams picks the aggressive route and goes for 2. Somerset gets the call, but the stingy Warrior defense pushes them back for the stop. Covenant Christian hangs on to win a thriller, 41-40 for its first ever football state championship in school history. Next to the 3A title game, Bishop Chatard looking to extend its state record, winning its 15th state championship as they took on the Warriors from Danville. We pick things up early in the first quarter. Tommy Hannon gets the carry, and just watch him bulldoze his way through for the 12-yard touchdown. Trojans out to a 7-0 lead. Chatard would get another score right before the end of the quarter. Carter St. John sends a jump ball to Thomas Coleman, who climbs the imaginary ladder for the 14-yard score. The Trojans up 14 after the opening quarter. Danville looking for just any momentum before the end of the half. Cale Payne dumps it off to Luke Wooten on the screen, who works his way down the field and fouls a really nice block into the end zone. The Warriors trailed 28-7 at the break. Bishop Chatard flourishing on the big stage once again, no surprise. It's Hannon cruising in for his third rushing touchdown here. Trojans now up 35-7. St. John was 16 of 19 passing for 3 touchdowns. Here he hits Noah Carter on the slant for the 8-yard score. As Bishop Chatard goes on to win 42-14 the final, it's the Trojans' 15th IHSAA football state title in school history.
I'm Lauren Plant with the finale at the IHSAA State Finals. In 5A, Indianapolis Cathedral gunning for their first state title in 6 years. Standing in their way, unranked Zionsville, 4-5 in the regular season, but rattled off 4 straight, including 3 wins over top 10 teams to get here. Pick things up in the first quarter. Cathedral capping off a 10-play drive. The senior Nathan McCahill scores on the keeper, Fighting Irish out to an 8-0 lead. Cathedral averaging over 40 points a game this season, knocking on the door again in the second. McCahill spots a wide-open Parker Spelke. The Irish now up 15. More from Cathedral just 3 minutes later. McCahill, the shovel pass to Camden Jordan, and check out the Louisville baseball commit avoid the tag. Irish up by 22. It's been 24 years since Zionsville hoisted the state championship hardware. 5 seconds left to go in the half. Going for it on 4th and goal. Josh Stone, the quick dish to Miles Cox. Eagles trail 22-7 into the locker room. Zionsville will get the ball first in the second half, and it's Stone finding time. Heaves to Luke Baumgartner, 20-yard TD. Eagles now down just 8. But the Fighting Irish threw another gut punch. McCahill, a 5-touchdown, 322-yard finals passing performance. Jordan wide open. Cathedral now back up 15. Zionsville's Stone threw for 304 yards and 4 scores. Baumgartner caught 3 of them, including this 12-yard TD. Eagles back down 8, 29-21. But soon after, Cathedral dropped the hammer as David Perry took this reception from McCahill to the house. 75-yard touchdown. Indianapolis Cathedral beats Zionsville 46-28. State title number 13 in 34 years. Thank you so much for watching this presentation of State Champs at the State Finals Indiana Football Edition. We must send out a huge thank you to the IHSAA and our freelancers who did an outstanding job all season long. Congratulations to all of the new state champions. I'm Lauren Plant. Thank you so much for watching.
State Champs at the State Finals is presented by Lawrence Technological University and Lawrence Tech Athletics. For everything LTU, visit ltu.edu. You can recruit yourself to any of the Lawrence Tech Collegiate Athletic teams by visiting ltuathletics.com.